tractors humming across the land as we gather all the ribbons we can. The starry nights will form together too, and all the seasons we harvest through, with Ladyicewolf in the lead. She's all the friend we ever need. Creating a wonderland for friends to share. Gold and diamonds, building a beautiful view. What a better world when we farm together too. The starry nights will form together too, and all the seasons we harvest through, with Ladyicewolf in the lead. She's all the friend we ever need. Starry nights will form together too, and all the seasons we harvest through, with Ladyicewolf in the lead. She's all the friend we ever need. She's all the friend we ever need. She's all the friend we ever need. She's all the friend we ever need.
Hi, everybody. I hope you can hear me. I think it's a little low, but I'll tune it up a little. I don't want it to be too loud. But anyways, I did some changes, a few, give or take a few. But I'm here. I'm going to try to incorporate some of my stuff, so bear with me. I kind of try to change things around, and you know what happens when you change things around while you're streaming. Ugh, it can be scary and disastrous all at once. So, I don't know. I don't see it. So, I don't know if I have my chat box there somewhere. But that's okay. We did get some new things, though, today, which I'm kind of happy about. And I kind of wanted to show you one of them anyway. Because I parked it out in front of my sheriff's office, as they say. But anyways, we got a new truck. I mean, What a surprise, huh? You can get these. You can get this truck with or without the sides, and I'll show you the picture of it. But I love it. Can we have a motorcycle now? Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I want a motorcycle. Anyways, let's get back to this. This is some of the new stuff, which is we have a truck. It says a pickup truck, and if you notice the pickup truck, it has the sides to it. Well, you'll see the difference. And it comes in a variety of colors: blue, green, that's pink, and the one purple, and then the other one's red. And the same thing. But you see the difference? This one has a little more to it. Okay. And where? Oh, the fencing. They probably forgot to put it in there. I don't know. But this is another one because it was with that set, the metal fence pack. So they did add this. Okay. I want to touch base with some of you on some of the mining things that's going on. Oh, and they added onions. Oh, God. Which is a good thing, you know. Where the heck are my onions now? It's probably not going to show me because of the season. Okay. I believe that's the onion. Nope, it's the garlic. Yeah, wait till you see the onion. It's kind of. Oh, there it is. Okay, see, that's the onion, the yellow onion, even though it looks kind of golden brown. And we have 4 more to go. I believe they're all onions. Yep, yellow onions. I mean, they look fairly easy to get because it took me a few minutes to find out where the first onion was. So, guys, it's under your garlic. We didn't get any new trees to my knowledge. We didn't get any new animals, no new fish, or any of that. Just, it is what it is. So, I want to show you the mine, because I know some people still have question on that, or they might have just gotten the mine. So, let me kind of show you that. Okay. Here, ooh, jeebus. I was here before and I did it. I'm gonna have to do it again. I don't care. But let me just show you something here. Okay, here is a mushroom. Now watch what happens because now it's down to 1. You'll have none. Okay. And I have 4 lands. With and I what I did was I have 4 lands, but now what I did was this time. I haven't put a mine on my 4th land. I don't plan on doing it right at this moment. But I'd like to show you something with regard to the mushrooms. Okay, you see this? It says 1 pull or 1 harvesting. I use the word pull when I'm harvesting the mushrooms. Okay? So, I mean, you could say harvest. It really doesn't matter, but it just, just depends on how you want to go about it. But anyway, here's what I got to show you. If you hit your A, okay, you have a variety of mushrooms, and some of you may or may not. But with regard to your white mushrooms, which is probably one of the first ones you got, honestly, if you should try to keep putting those in, and just give you a heads up on the mushrooms. Okay. If you look around in your mind, it doesn't matter where you are, but you're only going to have 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? You're going to have 4 spots in each area. And, oops, let me go out of this again. Okay, and what I'm referring to is you see these empty spots? That means obviously they're empty. Okay. And also, to give you an idea, it's showing you what kind of mushrooms, not what it's just a white mushroom. It's not going to give you the names or anything like that, but it's going to be a white, like a white mushroom. And, oh, that's right, too. This is my fish, so it's going to have a variety. Okay, basically what I'm doing now at this point is I'm going to change some of my minds around as to what's going to go into them. Um, so as you can see, these are just white mushrooms. I'm not sure what type, but I can find out. These ones are obviously going to be blue because they're blue mushrooms. Okay, and then white. But bear in mind, you only get 4 spots in each area. Okay, it doesn't matter how big or small it is. You can only get 4 spots for mushrooms, so choose wisely. If it's your first time, let's say you open your mind and you might have a couple. This is where you're going to basically start. So you might have a couple open. You might open 1 or 2 or just 1. It doesn't matter. But what's eventually going to happen is you're going to have to open up parts of that mind, simply for the fact that you do have a lot of mushrooms to stand up to. And you won't get all of these right away, all of these mushrooms, because each one will say, it'll say like, if you look over here, okay, to the right of the screen, it's going to show you like buy and growth and, things like that, how many seasons it is. And then it's going to, in other words, it's going to say like 2 hours and 16 minutes. Okay. So, and it's going to show you here what it will give you. Okay. It's going to give you 12 pulls or 12 harvesting. Some are slightly less. Okay. Like this one here will give us 8. And then that one there will give us 13. It's all a various amounts of things that they give you. Okay. Now, and it's like every 2 hours for some, 2 hours, 4 hours, and stuff like that. So, as you progress through the game, you're going to see that a lot. So I'm going to run around for a moment because I know some of them aren't ready, and there was a thing that I really wouldn't suggest it. Okay, let me just show you something. Because when you decide, let's say, oh, you know what, I don't want this anymore. Here's the thing. If you decide that you don't want it, okay, you're going to lose out on 7 more harvests or however you got left remaining. Okay? Just to kind of give you a heads up. So, but if you've got too many of one thing, then yes, absolutely. If they're white mushrooms or something. A mushroom that you should have in your thing, in your mind, it should be like, if once you get those blue mushrooms, keep them in there somewhere. Don't delete them. And I've made that mistake myself, because you do take a loss. But again, if you look down here at the bottom left of the screen, you're going to see the mushroom. You're going to see what level it is. And then you're going to see the little harvesting tool. And just below that harvesting tool, it's going to show you a number. This one here, it will allow me to harvest it 8 times. Okay? So there I go. But if it's, let's say, for example, because I already did it. Oh, where did it go? Oh, it's on the next one over here. Okay. So you see, in this room here, I only had 1. So, which is fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's kind of like, don't worry about it. Especially if you're trying to set up your mind and get a little more organized, or just, you're kind of like, geez, I need to put these mushrooms in there because it's a quest. So just always remember that you only get 4 slots for mushrooms in each room or each area. Okay? I don't think, let me see, 1, 2, 3. I'll see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 9, unless I screwed up. But it's going to show you that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you'll have 10 for the minerals, okay? You'll have 10 spots for the minerals. And if you look down in here, I bet you those are iron. But if you look down in here, like, you'll see that these are all purple, some are green, So they're different minerals. I'm not sure which minerals they are. Just like with the mushrooms, I don't know what mushrooms they are. I do know that these are going to give me white mushrooms. I do know that those gave me the blue. Okay. Now, if I go over here, I'm going to get all white mushrooms. See, so that's why I want to try to straighten it out a little bit. Go, oh, gee, you know what? I better straighten this mess up because it's a mess. It's just a total mess. You know. But of course, it's called, you put those mushrooms in there because it's a quest or whatever. But really, if you know for each room, depending on how many openings you have in your mind, then just put 4 down of mushrooms that are available to you. Okay? I mean, if you want to put more than 4 down, by all means, do that. But honestly, like one of my farms that I have, I believe it's on my other farm. Oh, I have trees and flowers there. Okay, so basically what I did with all my trees and flowers was, now this one's going to go empty. See? So when you see that number 1, it's going to go empty. And then you can kind of go back and, replant something or just wait and see what you need when you completely clear out your mind, because that's what I'm going to do. So I don't want to have a bunch of these. Oh, here's another thing I'll show you right now. Okay, when you do this, right? You stand on the mound, you hit your A button. Okay, over there it's going to tell you how many you have. Okay, and apparently, okay, there we go. Wait a minute, do I have any of those? Do I have any of these? There we go. Okay, see on the bottom of that mushroom, it says I don't have any. I don't have any. I don't have any. And I have those. I own 2 more. Okay? And see? It's going to tell you how many you own, on that, per mound. Okay? So in other words, I have, like 8 of those here or, wherever. I have 8 total in the mine. Whereas you don't see any, that means I don't have any in the mine. And that's why I'm clearing out. I'm clearing out the mine as far as the mushrooms are concerned, because I want to try to get a little better organized by putting mushrooms down. You can put down, whatever type you want that makes you the most money, stuff like that. You can do that. But just bear in mind, if you load up your mine with just one particular mushroom, and the only one I would say to make sure you have 8 of them, if you're just starting out in the mine, keep on the white mushrooms, and even if you put, let's say, 4, okay, keep on that white mushroom until I believe it's like level, I want to say 24. I want to say that. I could be wrong, but I do know that when it does, when you look at that particular item, let me see if I can do it. I probably can't. Let me just see something. No, it won't let me. Okay. Because, see, what's going to happen is there's going to be like a number. Anything that you just recently got new that, like, oh, it gave us onions, okay? It's going to have a little number highlighted, and it's going to tell you, like, it might be 40 or it might be 25. And that number represents what that item has to be level-wise. Like, if it has to be level 25, then it has to be level 25. Same thing as your crops, and your flowers. Like, it'll say, a level highlighted, and it's going to, say that. And that is exactly what you need to level that particular item up to open up the next thing. And I remember the white mushrooms because I'm sitting there going, are you serious? I mean, it did. It seemed like it took forever. But, I think it was because I resisted the mine. I really did. I, at first, kind of like, oh, man, I got to do my mining now. But, you do get diamonds from it. You do get the mushrooms. And in particular, please save your blue mushrooms. Do not sell them, because down the road, what's going to happen is you're going to want to level up a shop. And that shop might want, which had happened to me, it's going to want 600 and something blue mushrooms. And you're going to sit there going, oh my gosh, I have less than 100 if I'm lucky, you know? So kind of keep that in the back of your mind somewhere, that, you know, you need to use blue mushrooms for upgrading shops. See, white mushrooms are easy because you get them from the pigs as well. So, you know, it's going to be kind of a rarity if it says, oh, we need, 600 and something white mushrooms. But see, I was silly. I didn't pay attention, to the blue mushrooms. I really didn't, because there was never really a big ask for them. But now there is, unfortunately. I missed my chat box, so I'm assuming that there are people here. But I do know that I have followers that'll catch me up on YouTube, which, you guys can always find me there. But no, we have a member in our Discord channel, and I guess she just recently opened up her mind. She's loading it up, and things like that. But there were some things that she needed to know, and I figured, you know what? Here's how it works, and this is what we do. Okay. See, now here, when I look at the map, by the way, it's like I hit Y. Oops, excuse me. Here we go. I hit the button over there on the left, the little one. But anyway, I hit the button. Now, very clearly, and I missed one? Are you serious? I missed one. Oh, Lord have mercy. Let me see. Oh, I did. Okay, that's a good thing to show you. If you see something like this, you know what that means, right? It means you missed one. Nah. Yeah, we missed one. Okay, so here we go. Now the mine should be free and clear, which it is. Now, over here, see, I have 4 whites and 4 blues. Blues here. This is how the mine is all set up. Completely. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 mushrooms. I mean, I suppose you could do 4 here, 4 there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and an extra 1, 9. I suppose you could do 4 of each. Only because, like I explained to you, that on the mushrooms, where is one? Is there any more mushrooms? Yeah, there should be. Okay, if I go straight down. Okay. So if I go here again, these mushrooms will be here for like 7 pulls, 7 harvests. That's what they're going to be here for. 7 times. So, and fine with that. You're going to need 7. It's going to take 7 pulls. You're good to go. And anyways, let's look over here. Okay, so we're all set with that. And I still think, oh, my fish are clear. I finally broke down a little bit, and I prestiged some of my fish. But I only prestiged the ones that were actually low level. And the ones that I did were Pacific Sardinella. I actually did that second. The reason being is, you see here, the white sardine? The white sardine is 2 seasons, or every 30 minutes. Like these guys, these little low-level dudes, they're at like, 34 minutes, right? And you can see that it's not going to do this. But if you look at the screen to the right where it shows that fish, okay, that's where it's going to show you like how many minutes or seasons. So, and sometimes too, which I've done already, I've kind of hung out at the fishing area and done that. And I'm not forgetting about the tickets, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get to that momentarily. Yes, it's like the golden nuggets. Oh my God. And I haven't found any of the fish yet. So I have found some with flowers. I have found some with crops. I have found some with trees. Trees are tricky. And by the way, and I'm going to repeat this a million times, if you see that ticket on your map, you have 10 minutes to go get it. Because sometimes what can happen is you're over there, da 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 da, with on your tractor, and then all of a sudden this little thing appears and it just drops down, and you're already halfway across the darn field. Okay, so finish your field and run like hell back to the ticket. That's all I'm going to tell you. Because you remember back in the day when you first started out and had the gas pumps, and we only had maybe one or two, right? And you know how frustrating that was to just go, oh my God, I ran out of gas. Well, guess what? Oh my God, a ticket dropped. And you're halfway across the map. We're going to have to talk about that with the devs because it's kind of like 10 minutes. Okay, it's not going to take me 10 minutes to run or get there. But I'm just saying, you have 10 minutes to get that ticket. And that's that. And what you use the tickets for, I will show you that in a moment. And believe you me, I got a long way to go for tickets. 6 tickets I have. Okay, so now I'm going to scour the map. I don't see any tickets yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest some of my little flowers over here. And pray to God we get some tickets. If we don't get any, don't worry about it, because trust you me. I mean, it's not like you're going to get tickets every 2 minutes. No, you won't. But you will get tickets. Trust me. I've already gotten them, so. And like I said, I have not tried it with the fishing things. I haven't done that. No. But I'm trying it with with my flowers, and seriously, the ones that I had a problem with, even getting, and thank God that they did put it on the map. I was doing my trees earlier. I didn't see it, but I just because the thing is, I will occasionally look at my map now. Like if a ticket drops now, you'll be able to physically see it. Okay? But if you're doing your trees and they're like, really thick and things like that, you may not see that ticket. Your flowers, definitely you'll see it. With your crops, you'll definitely see it. Fish, I don't know because I haven't harvested my fish. I have my workers over there doing that for me. So, and I don't think there's any rhyme or reason when you will get a ticket. It's just a random thing. But the thing that isn't random is it's there on your farm for 10 minutes. I can tell you that. I confirmed that with one of the devs just so we know. And believe it or not, when I was doing my flowers, for example, earlier, I did get a ticket from the flowers. And the thing that got me was it landed after I almost finished the row. So, see? I hope you saw that. See? Boom. There it is, right? Now, see? Okay. Now, you can pick it up both ways, but that's the lovely ticket. And see, you don't have to do anything. It'll automatically get there to you. And so, but the thing is, at least you guys can see it, right? That's what counts. So I'm just trying to let you know that the tickets are there. And, as to how often they drop, I don't know. Could always ask the devs, how often they drop. I don't know. I mean, I'll ask them. Oh, coffee's good today. But anyway, I've got. Let me see. I'm waiting for a package, by the way. Okay, so no, nothing. Oh, and I should have showed you my on the map. Okay, we'll do that the next time. Okay, just to be clear, nothing. Okay. Um, and like I said, let me finish my daisies, and we'll take a ride into town. Oh, right into town. I saw the trucks in town. Those were just so totally awesome. They were really awesome. I liked them, and they had the different colors and things. So that was really nice of them to put them in the town. That was really nice. I appreciated that. So I'm like, I got it when I first time I got in my town, I was like, what? Because I know some people said, well, how do I get them? Um, I guess on mine it just automatically downloaded, except I didn't know anything about it until I played into my game. But nothing's dropped so far. Because earlier today, though, too, when I was getting doing the flowers, one did kind of sort of drop in front of me, but when I was on my tractor, it didn't pick it up. But when I went back to get another ticket, I was on my tractor, and I just wanted to see if the tractor was going to pick it up, and in fact, it did. So, um, what I did have seen the ticket do is like, if you know how I'm going straight up the middle, right? So sometimes it's going to fall to the wayside in between the flower space. So that might be, if it's not picking it up, just, stop or, or, and then go back to doing your flowers or whatever it is that you're doing. Uh, I'm, I'm, I'm a little curious about the workers though, because, they're working their butts off and they are doing the flowers. So now I kind of wonder, well, will they spawn for the workers? Because I haven't seen any. You will see a ticket on your screen. I mean, if you look at my map, you will see the ticket where it's located, where you have to go to get it. But again, bear in mind, it's a 10-minute. It sits there for 10 minutes until you pick it up, and then it goes poofy goodbye, which kind of crappy. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Um, And I'm really sorry that I don't have the chat up. I literally did. I screwed up my stream. I was trying to change things around. But I try to get my stream up as quick as possible this morning. Um, I will probably work on my stream thing this afternoon, just to try to get it set straight. My chat box was there earlier, and I did something different, and it just totally blew the whole thing out the water. So, but look at that. No tickets. No tickets for you. That's okay. I did upgrade the ticket house a little bit. I upgraded it to level 10. And it's going to cost you ribbons to do that. And right now, I got a decent amount of ribbons, and I do have a plan to open up my fourth farm fully, and do some things. Um, I'm going to change. I'm actually going to put down a set of flowers, and I know some of you just love those pink flowers. Um, and they're the poinsettias, Mars pink poinsettias. Okay. Everybody has a preference, right? Okay. So, and I respect that. But the thing is, when you are, how can I put it? I guess what I'm doing now is I'm looking at what's going to give me more and less, and I'm a very, very patient person when it comes to games. That's probably why I'm at level 5, 700 and something by now, or my farm. That's because I kind of look into a little bit more deeper things. And yes, I know I haven't been around a lot either playing, but I do want to definitely keep my streamings up as much as I can, um, because I think, or at least I feel that I can help. I help some people with their game when they get a little stuck on silliness and they go, what was that? What is that for?" So I'm going to try to do that and help you in that manner where it's like especially like with the mine issue, because like I said, when I first, oh God, when I got that mine, I'm like, yeah, I ain't playing with that. I'm done. you know. Um, but then it took a while for me to kind of get the hang of just the mine being there. And I know a lot of you too probably forget that you got a mine, or that you got it and it's there. And how often do you go in there? Maybe once a week or twice. But it does generate you diamonds, and obviously mushrooms, like the blue ones. The white ones, I wouldn't worry so much about. But if you're just new to the mine, and I think I can switch to my other farm that I know that I don't have. I have a mine on there, and it's actually my very first um, farm that I started besides this one. Um, and I stuck that mine out in the middle of nowhere, and it took me, like I said, it took me a while to go in that mine. But on this farm, like I said, I had to go and upgrade a building, and it wanted blue mushrooms. So I said, "Oh God!" And let me see. Let me show you how many blue mushrooms I have now. Ew, 661. Woo woo. Um, what I do on occasions, when I think about it, is I go, because, like I said, I only have one mine that's dedicated to all blue mushrooms. Okay, and if you have a chance to get away with doing that, then by all means do that. Like, if you've got, let's say you got two farms open, take your first farm, and I showed you, and if you got that mine fully open, you got 4 spots in each area for your mushrooms. Keep putting the white mushrooms, like maybe make 2 spots for the 2 areas until it's level up. I believe, like I said, I think it's 24. I could be wrong, but I know it was like 20 something to go to the next one. So you got to kind of pay attention to that a little bit, because I do know that when I was able to get those blue mushrooms, oh, you bet, on just one farm alone, and that's the one with my flowers and my trees, that mine only has blue mushrooms in there. And yeah, if I have some favor, I will go in there and I will use my boost just to double up on whatever blue mushrooms I have in there. As you know, I don't have any. I have all my mushrooms open, so I'm not going to worry about it. And I didn't get any tickets. Look at that, huh? How sad is that? Okay, and we're going to browse around. No tickets here. Okay, I'm going to go over here and hopefully, notice I said hopefully. Oops, I got to get gas. That helps, doesn't it? Oh, shoot. Do I have a gas pump up here? Oh, wow, I do not. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put a gas pump right about here. Yeah? Put a gas pump in here. Blue, purple, green, purple. Yeah, let's put a purple in there. See, these are my gold rush poinsettias. Okay? Okay. When you look at the gold rush poinsettias, here's what I'm going to point out. Okay. Polar bears are good for your, for your, for your, beginners. Okay, I can't remember which flower you get. Well, actually, I know you get the blue and red. And probably yellow, which is gold. Yes. Okay. Here's the thing about this. Okay, it says it yields 5,854, and you get 920 XP, right? And then over here, if you look at the Mars pink poinsettias, oh, excuse me, hold on a minute. 2 days and 12 hours. I have patience for that. I hope you can try to get some patience in, because in the long run, you will not regret it. You will get a lot of XP. Trust you me, especially if you're using Boost. Okay. Here's the thing. With the Mars pink poinsettias, it's 2 days and 6 hours. A difference of 6 hours, right? So you know what? I'm going to wait that 6 hours over here. Why? Because I'm going to get pretty damn close to what my level 454 poinsettia is, Mars one. This one here, I've got, you do get a little bit, I think it's 770. I could be wrong, but you get 850 XP, 13.2. I wrote this down. Hopefully I grabbed the right paper, because if I didn't, okay. Yeah, I wrote down my paper, but I don't have it. Go figure. Oh, wait. Here we go. I kind of sort of did the math a little bit, so bear with me. Okay, with the pink. Okay, let me show you something. Mars pink poinsettia, right? When you're boosting it, you get 1,850 XP. Okay, that's cool. 2 hours, 2 days and 6 hours. That's cool. When you're boosting your gold ones, and it's 2 days and 12 hours. Well, guess what? I get 1,840 XP. By the way, my yellow ones are level 82. Okay? So I'm assuming, even though, yes, it's a 10-point difference, but you know what? 10 points is 10 points. So I've decided to put them down, lay them down somewhere. I'm not sure yet where. But what I'm going to do is I am going to definitely put those those yellow ones, the gold ones up. Because actually, ladies and gentlemen, you do get your yellow poinsettia, your gold poinsettias before you get the pink ones. Okay? So, and if that's the case where you get yellow before pink, put a lot of them down if you can afford it. If you can't, no worry about it. I have 387 down, or actually 700 and something down now. And I have another 387 somewhere else, which actually, yeah, I have them over there. So I have over 1,000 of those yellow ones, okay? Gold ones. I know you guys don't pay attention to my level, because I sure as heck don't. But anyways, when I was doing those and I did some pink, I got quite a few levels on my character and my farm. I'm now at level 446. My farm is at 487. And so I just kind of thought to myself, I can wait 6 hours, because, it's like I have the patience to wait. And that's what it would be with you guys. You need to have a little patience and just wait. Hang on to your bootstraps and just hang on. That's what you got to do. I'm getting a bit of a cold. We actually had snow the other day. Oh my God, I'm telling you, this place is crazy. What is Polka Dot doing over here? He's taking a little nap? Okay, no problem. You got to make a comment to these animals. I mean, they don't know any better. It's funny, though, when you find them and you see them in other pens, What are you doing over there? You're not supposed to be hanging around with the other ones. Polka Dot. Andalusian? Andalusian, yeah, Andalusian, all right. I don't see any, well, I don't think we'll get any tickets. If we do, we'd be lucky. No tickets on my map. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, there's just that one little flaw, not a big thing. But, early today when I was doing my trees, the only way I actually saw that ticket was I looked at my map. Otherwise, I would have never have seen it. So, when you're harvesting, kind of look at your map on occasions because sometimes you may be harvesting something and you might miss it. It does make a little sound, but, you know, I'm just saying. Let me see. And I do want to take you to town. I will after I take and finish these donkeys up. Um, but I want to take you to town and show you the trucks. They're really nice. They're really, really neat. I was like, oh my God, that's great, And I know somebody is going to get real creative with those trucks because they are cool. Ooh, I completed a quest. Yay me. Oh, and by the way, on those, okay, I put them in there, my bad. By the way, on the gold poinsettias, here's another thing. They level up pretty fast. Remember when I explained to you about the little ticker? Like, see how we're looking at doing the donkey? You see how the little ticker goes? It goes kind of pretty fast, or good. That flower goes really fast too. I will strongly suggest and advise. This was something else I kind of noticed the other day. When you, let's say, decide to prestige something, don't do it right away. Give it a few minutes, or actually a few levels, because what happens is, as some of you may know, when you put something new down, that ticker's going to go pretty fast. So you think, oh God, I'll prestige that. Don't do it. Wait until that item that you're thinking about prestiging. Wait until it's like level in the 20s. Wait, because what's going to happen is as it levels up, the ticker slows down on some things. Not everything, just some things. And I think the reason why, for example, that the ticker goes faster on the gold poinsettia is because it's 2 days and umpteen hours. It's a longer time frame. So I think that's why. So if you guys decide that you're going to prestige something, it's not going to kill you if you wait until, like if you already did it at level 1. Oh, see? Oh, look at that. See that? That's cool. Now, I'll show you on the map before I touch it. You see that? Okay. Oh, God, I can barely see the damn thing. Okay, so now I'm going to have to hit X. Oops. X again. Well, okay. But you see it, right? Oh, yeah, that's it. Because it's on the edge of the map. So just an FYI, that's it right there. And I have 10 minutes to get it. Boom. I hope they do make it a little bigger. Would be wonderful. But let's head into town for a moment. And I'm going to show you the new building. I forget where I put it, but I'll show you the new building. So bear with me. I hope all my lurkers are having a wonderful day. Yeah, I've kept my Halloween theme, and I'm not getting rid of it. No. Oh, see, look at that. Here's a purple truck. Pretty cool, really. And they're all over the darn place. Let me get me some of this. Hi, Judy. Judy. Okay. Ooh. Oh. I know yeah, I didn't think so. I always check this guy to make sure I have, always good to see what these guys want. Even though you might have a low-level farm, don't worry about it. Because you might have some things that you can trade just to get favor. And as leveled up as I am, I still go and get what they have. Oh yeah. Sometimes I don't have what they need. Like today, I ran out of lemons. Imagine that. Okay. All right, now I really am going to that building, guys. So give me a minute. Thank you for your patience. Here we go. This almost reminds me of a vending machine, so here it is. Okay. I really didn't know where to put the darn thing. But let's walk up to it. Okay, so I only have 8 tickets. Woo. But for now, the menu only shows me red flowers, horseshoes, peanuts, yarn, wool, I hope they add more things to trade because, to be honest with you, I don't know about that. If I upgrade it, you see, and early on it was just, it's been ribbons, but now take your time with this, guys. Don't go cuckoo crazy because right now, as you can see, the menu is doing flowers, horseshoes, peanuts, and wool or yarn. So, it's however you want to go about doing that. I mean, and I think it was very kind of the devs to put that in for us anyways. They might change the menu a little bit more. And that would be super great. No complaints from me. The only complaint I have is I don't have a gnome, but that's okay. I'm good. Ugh. And it's the thing. I don't have a bench, and they could have put that bench so we could put it on our farm. No. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. I really want that bench. But that's okay. Wow, there's a lot of them up. There's guys up in here, huh? Come back here. Thank you, Rose. You've been a wonderful human being. Lucy! Oh, come on, damn cupcakes. Him and his wool. And... ooh, peppers. Yeah, we like peppers. Okay. This is the pink truck. It looks pink to me. Oh. I'm changing it around. Okay. So, I mean, I think it was very sweet of them to put the trucks in. It was a really nice surprise. And, here's some more right there. I'm not sure what color this is. It looks like I don't know. I know one looks limey. It may be yellow. Maybe that's the yellow one. I don't know. That's obviously the purple one. The pumpkin's hiding over there. I like the red. It's too bad they couldn't put the red in the black, but no, it's okay. I'm not complaining. And there again, there's the purple. I'll tell you, this morning I had some crazy quests to do. Oh. Can we change this color, though? What if I wanted to change it? Okay. So this one says L. Ooh. Hey. According to this, that's supposed to be blue. Uh-huh. That sure as heck don't look blue to me. There's green. Okay. Pink. Purple. Red. Okay, so that's yellow. So listen, Now, I know what you're thinking. This is not blue. It's more like a green, right? Okay. It's all good. It's now, is this okay? So the truck might be going into the train station. Well, no, it's not a train. It's got to be a. I don't know. But whatever it is what it is. You know, that's how I look at it. Oh, I should give him up some horseshoes here. Give me some. Give me some of those. And you know, honestly, I haven't leveled this guy up much. Um, I just haven't. Um, and I don't have a lot of like I don't have a lot of the horses. I mean, I do have the horses, but I don't have like a lot. I don't have a bazillion of them. So, but the mine, of course, is good. I have yet to fill up my mining capacity. If you look. So I mean, I'm pretty comfortable with doing it like that. I'm not gonna rush to everything up. My flower shop is capped, so it is what it is. I'm gonna sell some of these. Yeah. Okay. You know, I didn't give this a thought, but I don't want to go broke either because I have. This one's here 179 over 80. He's quite expensive, 246 million. Okay. And he's actually made me broke. This guy here, I haven't really been playing much with, as you can see. He's 150 right now. So eventually, what I might do is I might level him up. I'm just trying to be a little more conservative with money, you know, with the gold. And I've also been doing a lot of canning things. And I did add some more fisheries. I did add more. I think I just did 2. Now see, I'm not going to give up any of that. Okay, let's go to... let's go to my cropland because I know I had a lot of stuff there. Animal pen. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Oh, and those onions are going to take a little bit, so have a little patience. See how mine, like over here, it says Cheese Factory 13 over 11. I'm going to wait till it's filled, and then I'm going to do that. I don't think I have. Let me see what my quest log says. Yeah, the pineapple I'm waiting for. Oh, walnut trees. Oh, I did that. Granny apples. Yeah. Polar bear. Well, we have to wait for that. Pear trees. Again. I gotta do the trees again. Jeebus. Okay. I've kind of kept this area basically... Oh, wow. Okay. I'll do my rabbits last. I think this is... See, this is the garlic, which is a quested item. Now, I'm just going to check and see if we get any tickets. Tickets. Anybody? Tickets. I'll take some tickets. Yes, please, give me some tickets. We'll see what happens. I know that pineapple's going to take a little bit. I have onions. I started those. There it is. And the ticket is, and the winner is. See, watch. You can do that if you just hit it. But you see, it kind of, see how it just kind of goes off the wayside? So it drops randomly, just an FYI. And I will double check my map from time to time because honestly, I don't know if the workers will be able to get them or not. I mean, to make them drop. So, again, it's a question you can ask the dev, or you can hope and pray you shows up on a map, and then you have to go running all the way up there to get that ticket. You know, I remember going to a friend of mine's farm from Farm Together One when it came to the gold nuggets, right? It was so hilarious because when I used to go to his farm, my God, it was just really weird. I don't think there was anything I have to plant. No, 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 no. Okay. Um, because when I used to go to his farm, I couldn't believe the nuggets I would get from his farm just by doing his animals at first. And then, well, I kind of really didn't do. I did the animals. I got a lot of them from the animals more so than anything else. You know, I mean, it was like I'd be on my farm, I wouldn't get like as much as he did. Okay, clear it. See. Oops, I have to do it this way. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, that's wrong. Two. I'm waiting for a package. Oh, did he deliver a package? No. It looked like he did, but I don't think he did. And nothing dropped, right? Am I doing the cat bells? No, of course not. You know, what are the chances? Ooh. Okay, so these here, we got a little, 24 minutes, nice. These are the black garlic, which is another requested item. Oh, and I screwed up big time. I never should have done it, but that's okay. On the rice, which is next to it, which I gotta do now. Um, I should have waited, but you know, what I did was I went ahead and I planted some, right? And I was only able to plant like 60 some odd um, garlic. No, excuse me, the rice. And I thought, oh man. And I had to wait 3 whole seasons because that's winter. So I sat there and I'm like, oh man. Well, you know, I planted other stuff, but I was like, damn, I have to plant more of them damn things. Oh, jeez. You know, I try to get them out of the way. I mean, you know, and I look at the time and I go, okay, I got X amount of minutes, you know, pretty much. But see, as you can see, like flat parsley, for example, I have 774 of them placed down. Or if I did one row, just like I'm doing here, it's going to be 387. So, and it's a good number to play with because you don't have to worry about, you know, using an extra sprinkler. You're good to go when you put 387 down of something. Okay? Just to give you a heads up and an FYI. Um, yeah. My headset today is not being very nice for some reason. Oh, okay. Now I fixed it. Oh, come on, give me a ribbon, will ya? Oh, red currant. Oh, red currant. Those are, oh. Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, figures. Figures, right? Common dragon fruit, flat parsley, folivaire. My folivaires aren't ready. I already checked. But I'm seriously considering putting down the yellows, the gold ones down, and I might put down a couple of thousand. I don't know. I do have a spot on my fourth farm, but I also have a plan for that too. I have a theme that I want to go with, and I want to make sure I put those, you know. Now, see, here are some of the newer things. This is the gladiator parsnips, and some of you may have gotten them, some maybe are still waiting to get them. But they're a 3 hour thing, they're a 3 hour thing. So, I mean, eh, but they're good to have, I guess, and they are requested, and they are eggplant group. So, ooh, look at that. I got 25,000 XP. Yay me. I mean, I'm trying to, I've gone to other farms for XP, but you only get it for yourself. So I really try to stay to my main farms, my farms itself, just so I can get it leveled up. And I know some of you don't get a lot of visitors or hardly any. I still have that same dilemma, so don't worry about it. It is what it is, and I'm not gonna scream and cry about it. I just wait. Now let me see what's going on with these guys. Okay, so that's 102. Okay, 1 hour and 54 minutes, and they're not gonna be ready for a while. Okay. I'm gonna do my. You know what? I'm gonna sneak over here to town, and I'm going to get me a. See that? 8 minutes is all I want. I mean, I try to use my favor very sparingly, only because this is going to take less than 8 minutes to do. Okay. So you don't have to go and use your entire, favor. Just use a little bit if you want to, right now I got my rabbits on prestige, but it also helps too because, now I'm getting 6 diamonds as opposed to 5. And I'm happy with that. I haven't really been messing around with my trees, and I probably should be. But they're still giving the same amount of diamonds, so now I'm kind of wondering. And please do not use any, do not boost those trees. Don't do it, because you won't get anything more than what it's giving, meaning 2 diamonds. That's it. That's all you're going to get. I'm waiting to prestige them up to level 5. But I still get the same diamonds no matter what. Okay? So when I get it up to level 5, my curiosity says, well, will I get 3 diamonds? So far in the running, the rabbits have been the best, as far as, getting you the diamonds that you need. So, but I'm just hoping when I get these guys up to Prestige 5, I'm curious as to how many diamonds I will get. That's what I'm curious about. And from that point on, I don't think I'm gonna prestige them up any higher. I don't know. We'll see. I saw somebody prestiging something today. Oh, was it? I think it was a tree. It was on the Farm Together forum on there, and I seen the amount. I'm like, damn! And it was a low-level tree, so I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's like when you have a lot of gold and a lot of, diamonds, I guess, and ribbons. Yeah, go for it. Because right now I'm still in the process of doing the 2 spice trees. And, I'll eventually be getting 2 spices instead of the 1. So, to me, again, it's like, having patience, and it's just a process that, you got to do. So. Ooh, my rabbit's level 60. And you notice the ticker on it? See, this is what I'm talking about. The ticker runs a little slow, but that's okay. You know, I'm not gonna put a bazillion rabbits down just to level them up faster. Nope. I think I have, what do I get for rabbits? Not even 1,000. Yeah, 880 rabbits. So I harvest them every 2 hours when I can, or when I think about it. Sometimes I forget to do them. I log off or something. But see, now I've got 4 minutes remaining. Woohoo. And voila. Okay, so now I gotta do these pigs, and you know what? I'm gonna, where the heck are they? Okay. Get me a little of this. And you notice I didn't get any damn tickets for doing those rabbits. Goodness. Come on. Come on, pigs. Give me a ticket. I want a ticket. It's probably not going to give me anything. Of course not, see? A holiday will soon be upon us all, I know. But you know what? Don't worry about it. Just remain calm and happy and make it about you. You know, what you can do for yourself. I do want to put some special prayers out there for those that need it today. Even for tomorrow. Because I know some of you definitely need it, you know, because maybe you're not feeling well today or you're not doing well today. Oh, and look at that. See, I'll do my trees. But now see, watch this. I'm wasting it. Oh, God. Whoa, I'm confused. Wait a minute. I'm really confused here. See these fruit bat trees? Well, oh-ho. Oh, look what they did. They changed the season. Fall and winter. Well, I'll be doggone. And I still get 2 diamonds. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so they did change the season for the tree. It's now 2 seasons instead of 1. Yay. But I'm using boost and I'm getting squata for diamonds. I'm just getting the usual 2. I don't, oh, wait a minute. No, I'm getting 2. See, these are the original ones, and I thought, is that going to make a difference? So, hey, I don't mind doing my fruit bat trees. I'll see what we get when I get it up to 5 prestige. Would be nice to get a few, 1 diamond at least, right? But Boost ain't working on it. But I've only got a minute left. So. I'm just really surprised that, you know, like the rabbits, you know, we had to buy them. That they, you know, we had to pay a higher price for the rabbits to put them down. But yet, you know, I mean, at least they gave us a bunch of diamonds, which was really great, especially with Boost. It's, to me, I don't know why they won't let us do it with the trees. I don't get it. So. But that's nice. They gave us an extra season on the trees. But my thoughts are going out there to the people that need it today, and my prayers are going to go out to the people that need it today. And I hope you all can do the same for them, because they really need prayer sometimes, you know. I know you don't know them. They don't know you, but But you know what? Prayer is always good, um, especially when I firmly believe. Oh, so I got. Oh my goodness, boost does work. Yay, me. Okay, I bet I was getting 2 diamonds. Yay! About time, right? So, anyways, um, see, I was wrong. I hate to admit when I'm wrong, but I'm glad they gave us 2 diamonds. Let me just look at the bat tree so I can see. Okay, so technically you get 1 diamond. Um, but if you do boost, you get 2. Yay! Yay! I'm happy. Okay. I'll have to thank the devs for that too, right? Oh God. I'm blessed and thankful for the day. I really am. And for the friends I have. Real friends are hard to find and to come by. We all know that. I don't know if I got a follow or not. I think I did. I can't see. Well, I'd have to open that silly app again. I'm going to seriously today try to fix it. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be back to normal again. I know. I'm doing my eggs sideways. I always do when no one's looking. And you guys are catching me do it. But see, the purpose and the reason behind that is like if I've set my farm to private, so. I do it this way, but I do it fully, so I can get them done, and they're done. They're just, what the, now I need to do, oh, God. Pear trees. What else is ready? And look it, no tickets. Come on. Yeah, motion detect. I'm waiting for one package, buddy. Oh, wait for it. Oh. No. Refresh to view. Okay. It's nothing but a stupid car going. Oh. Yeah, I decided to put some lights up there for my little pigs, or my animals, actually. So, and the other thing, too, is remember when I was explaining to you about feeding them? Well, what I did, unfortunately, I've left them open. Like, see? I left these open. The reason why I did was, see, okay. See, there's nothing there. Okay? But I guess when you leave it open, you're also blocking. And you don't want to block, because if you do block them, you won't be able to feed the chickens or whatever it is that you have on the other side of that, like barrier. So that's what I've done is that. So, and it looks kind of cool because I got the lights there, and the chickens like it, the pigs like it, I like it. You know what I mean? God. Let me see. Actually, I can't even see a spam bot. Ooh. So that's a good thing. All spam bots are blocked, and yep. I know, you're probably saying, well, why didn't you just leave it alone? It was fine how you had it. Well, if you saw the beginning of my stream, um, what I did was I added a song that Maya made. She's one of our members from the Discord channel. Good friend. Um, I really loved the song. She did a really great job. So I added it. And I added it with that picture, but now you can't even see the picture because it looks like crap, so I have to fix it. But just to give you all a heads up, yeah, I have to fix it. I have to fix it. Come on. Give me like one. I don't see any tickets. No tickets. Oh, come on. Surfing for tickets. Oh, dear Lord. I don't think, I haven't seen anything, if they're going to do anything for Thanksgiving. And I know in some countries or, areas, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving the same time as the United States does. I think Canada does it. Wait a minute. Isn't it November? Canada does it, I think, before we do. I'm pretty sure of that. I could be wrong, but I know Canada has a different date, and there's other countries that celebrate it, but they have on different dates. So, which is cool, But I'm pretty sure Canada has it before we do. Okay, I gotta go up there and do those 3. I hope they make I hope they make the ticket drops a little more frequent. I have to do these chickens up here because I was gonna have a worker over here, and I changed my mind because I'm not gonna waste it. I'll do these chickens myself because he's over there. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna have him have one worker do 3 of these. No, I'll do it myself. It's a lot easier. Just do it myself. I don't mind. It's just like the gold poinsettias. I don't mind. If you're somebody like me that has a lot of patience, or you need to learn some, that's the way to fly. It really is the way to go. Do I have to go? Okay, so 446. I'm still good on the gas, at least. Would be nice if we had a... No, I don't want any more trees. I'm good. Maybe, we had turkeys in farm together one, too, didn't we? I think it was just one type. I have to go back and see. And then they had those, oh goodness, what were they again? They dropped blue eggs. Oh my god. That was nice, Griffin. Well, I don't think that's what they call them. But we had the griffins. Blue eggs. I don't know. But I do like the idea that they have, like, your basic 6 animals of each. It's nice to do that. And, not crazy, where you can, set up your workers, because, like, what I do is I have 2 workers straight down. I'm, doing my animals, and it makes it easier to do them. It really does, for me anyway. it? Okay. Oh, I don't have to plant anything, right? I don't think I do. I think I planted everything that's supposed to be planted, but I will double check. Aha! Aha! Thought it was gonna trick me. Well, guess what? I'm gonna plant these bad boys. Oh, yes, I will. I don't think you get anything if you're planting. I think it's just when you're harvesting that the tickets will show up. Oh, look at that. Black goat, sunflower. Okay. I know I'm putting a lot down. Because, I mean, it gets the item leveled up too, but, and those are ready. So, not bad. I can go back to my chickens and pigs when I do this. I'm praying real hard. I pulled my flowers in that I kept outside. One is an ivy, type plant. And those are pretty, I'd like to think, a pretty hardy type plant. So I pulled it in because, we did get snow the other day, but it also was getting very cold. So I figured, I better bring it in. But the one thing that I also had out there was little rose thing. They're mini roses, small ones. So let me just double check. Oh, I already have those down. Let me just see, what else was it? Oh, you're kidding. Look at that. Okay, so there is a quest. Hold on. Black walnut, romantic balloons. Just so I remember. Pear tree. Okay. I wish I knew that sooner. That's okay. Come on, I should get some tickets. So it is very random as to how often. Who knows? Oh, corn. Yeah. Easy peasy on the corn. Oh, yay, ticket. Ticket. Get that bad boy. I ain't waiting no 10 minutes. Snack that right up. Oh, I got a whole 10 tickets. Down on the bottom, right screen. Wow. So I'm being honest, there was nothing there that floated my boat for tickets right now. So I'll probably gather a lot of tickets and hopefully they'll add more stuff to trade. No. I think it's a great idea. But they picked the red flower. Well, okay, so we got this done. Let's go up to number 1. Did I put them all the way up? Yes, I did. We get that wheat done in no time. Look at that. It wants me to do 630. Yeah, sure. 630. I really wish they would have increased the amount for flowers, inventory-wise. Well, let's just say a particular flower that's a poinsettia or any type of poinsettia. Because, I look at it and it's like a waste. I mean, unless you're somebody that's going to sit there in your town and go, click, 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 and have fun at that, keeping up. Especially if you get a bunch of people doing the harvesting. You gotta be shitting me. Oh, man. Why didn't it... I don't understand. Why didn't it, Okay, why... That's weird. Okay, where is the corn? And why... Okay, what is it saying that I have to plant? Okay, that's what I thought. Isn't the sign done? Wait a minute. Let's look at that sign. Oh, okay. All right. I see what I did. Okay, so let's take this out. And then go over here, buy me a whatsy whoosies. Put it there. I think it should go to 18 because this should be 18. Okay. Corn. And replant. That's always important, ladies and gentlemen, if you're doing this. Replant, yes. That's what you need to do. You know, don't get mad if the person if the person is doing, you know, your field and they're not replanting. It's because you had no. Okay, so don't get upset about it. I mean, unless it's a free field, then, you know. I usually look at the person's farm, and depending on what type of crops, you know, that they need, I will place that crop down. And I will make sure it's not going to be one of those 1 day, 12-hour, 10-hour things. I want to put something down that's going to be quick and fast for the next person that comes to the farm that needs to harvest stuff. I try to do that. I mean, it is a little irritating when, you know, you leave up free space, because I have free space, but, you know, I'm hoping that the person can kind of like look, and if you don't have this bar, I will show you how to do that under, you know, the configuration on the settings. It's really easy. It's not a big deal. And I need to show you something else that's very important that, you know, I know some people don't know about, or they don't, you know, they don't realize it. Especially if you're deleting stuff and you have sprinklers down. And if you don't have a certain thing marked off, you're going to lose your sprinklers too and have to redo them all over again. So I'll show you that in the settings again. You know, kind of like we go over the stuff that, you know, I've done a few times, but we can do it again. It's not a big deal. Like, I know that there was somebody at some point, they, you know, they wanted their kids to play, but be, you know, that they were separate on their own farm, which is doable. The only thing is they can, you know, you can have them, your kids, dress themselves up the way they want, you know, and you can have, you know, a couple of kids, whatever, and have them dress themselves up as they want, and go that route. You can do that, you know, and in even worst case scenario, you can have them do their own farm, so that way it doesn't interfere with your farm. But you could do all that for them, so that way if they're playing separately from your game, then that's that. And for safety protection too, you can always have them play and make their farm private. That's another thing, just FYI. You know, so that way you know your kids playing, no one's gonna mess with them. You know, they're there playing, having fun, enjoying the farm. That's another thing I want to throw out there for you. So if maybe, you got, Mary, little Mary, that's, a few years old, not a few, well, she could be a few years old, you never know. But I mean, if they're under 10 years of age, and they're just trying to get the hang of playing, well, just make their farm private. That's all. And, that's a safety precaution, so in case somebody wants to get stupid, they can't. And also, like, they'll be able to change their outfits however they like it, so, I mean, there's some pretty good options out there, at least for the kids, if you want your kids to play while you're watching TV or something, you can do that. And in the process of doing all that, by making your farm private, you're keeping them safe from harm's way of other idiots out there that get stupid. And believe you me, I've known people to be like that on this game. So. I mean, that's a way of keeping your kids safe and from somebody just being stupid. And also, your kid can play farm together and have fun. And let's say they only can play for an hour. Then it's their little brother's turn. You know what I mean? So you can make 2 separate farms for the 2 kids. You can make 3 separate farms for the 3 kids. It's however you want it, Okay, what was, are you serious? I gotta plant these stupid things? Oh yeah, I gotta plant them because, no! How did I, go down to 12, clown. Okay. Oh gosh, I got 2 minutes. Wait a minute. Why did I maybe oh, summer. Okay. And yet I missed another quest. Okay, quest item, quest log. What else gotta go? Zucchini we did. Aha. Okay. Well, I suppose we could do those. And then I have to go to flour. Well, there's a big thingy for fish, right? So we'll do that. Ooh! Yeah, I'm stopping. Thank you. See that? That was good. I should have showed it to you on my map, huh? But I didn't. Sorry about that. Zucchini. Looks like cucumbers to me. I like zucchini. Zucchini's good. And I like the yellow and the green. It's funny how they both taste the same, so one's yellow, one's green. Though, I'm sure they do have them in the other colors. I look at asparagus and all I see is they're green. I mean, I've never seen any other color. But then they have other colored ones. I don't know if I want to eat other colored asparagus. Some of you saying, well, I don't like it anyway, so you'll never catch me eating it. Oh, summer. Yeah, right when I was leaving. Okay, oops. Go back over here again. 12. I should have been paying attention to the season. But no, it's okay. we'll put these carrots up. Was there anything else? No. Okay, so we got the carrots going on. Yep. I might be logging off pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen, because I want to fix my stream thing and get me a little lunch today. I'm a little hungry. But I missed you guys. I really did. I missed the chat, too. That's always the best. I am so not looking forward to the snow. I don't care where I live. I just don't look forward to snow. It looks nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how when snow comes down, it looks nice. Some of you may not ever see snow. Yay, you. But the thing about the snow is, you know, it's like when it comes down, it covers the trees. You know, it's all pretty and shiny and white and it looks adorable. But it doesn't take long for cars to come down the road and, you know, do its thing. Get it all dirty and nasty and stuff like that. Ooh, yellow onions. See, look at that. Yellow onions are 5 hours. So kind of be aware of that, people. It yields 3,425. You do get 50 XP. So that isn't too bad, you know. It's not bad. But I'll take it. You know, so I'll play down a few onions. You never know, they might want a quest for it. And by the way, when I harvest these, I hope you guys can see it because I'm going to check it out ticker-wise. I want to see how fast or slow that the ticker goes with them. See, time factor and season factor are all something that, you know, you got to kind of take into consideration when you are prestiging anything. You know, and I know you want to prestige everything there is, but, you know, you got to think about this point of view. Unless you have a lot of gold and a lot of diamonds and stuff like that, go for it. But if you don't kill yourself. Don't. Open up your farms. Make sure your first farm is wide open before you move on to the second one. I mean, I had the opportunity, you know, early on to open up my second farm at the time when I opened my first one. But the thing was, I wanted to fully have it set up and then move into the second farm. Even though I did open it a little bit, I opened it for actually spice. That's what I did it for. You know, but I did it a little at a time. And that's how you should work it. Because you're just going to mess yourself up by going, oh, man, yeah, you know. And I'm telling you, I know that feeling. Okay, so we, oh, I have to do these chickens, too. Yeah, because, wait a minute. No, yeah, okay. I see what I did. I see my ways. But that's a far, okay, you know what? I'm going to finish this row and see. Oh, these are the leghorns. Well, no wonder. And see, I prestiged them, right? I mean, I don't know if I really want to prestige them again. Because they are kind of slow at leveling up if you look at the ticker. I should have left these damn things alone. Well, now I just learned a valuable lesson. Leave them alone. Okay, I'm not going to prestige. I'm not going to go up there. No. I'm just going to do my pigs and the rest of those chickens. Yeah, I keep forgetting leghorns were every 20 minutes. I should have known better. That's what I get, though, for being distracted and going to doing the crops. But the crops are always important to me to get them done because it's a quest. You know, anything that's not a quest, it's like kind of a secondary thing. So, but it's great that they did those trees for 2 seasons, really good, and you can use your you can use boost on them. I mean, yeah, you know, you get 2 diamonds, but hey, you know what? It's 1 diamond more that you're getting. So, I mean, that's the way to look at it, I suppose. So, hopefully, we'll get 3 diamonds, and then when you do a boost, you get another one. Not bad. And I don't know if I'll ever get those up to like 10. I don't think so. Yeah, see, all the chickens, no matter, I kind of see it as all the chickens kind of move at the same pace with the ticker. Um, and like I said earlier, when, before you decide to do prestige on anything, um, you know, I know you have to prestige 1 or 2, but just watch how fast or slow they move, you know? Because, like I said, level 1 through, I think it's, I want to say 15 to 20 is when you'll see the ticker kind of slow down a little bit. And I don't know, it's not worth it. Okay, so I'm skipping those chickens because I know they'll be ready in 20 minutes. And I think, oh, I have to do the goats. But so far, we did get 1 ticket. But that's a nice thing. I like tickets. But like I said, and I showed you, there's really nothing in that booth that I want. I mean, that I would trade in for, trade my tickets in for. I can't think of anything. I suppose you can get a crap load of tickets for, let's say, the wool, which in turn gives you diamonds. Yeah, I suppose you could do that, but you have to have a lot. So, I think I'll just wait. See what they come up with next. Let's go to number 7. Okay, get some gas. Okay, I'm gonna just go straight up the row. The reason I do that sometimes too is if I go straight up a row is because you see the ducks right there. Sometimes I'll overstep it. So by me doing a row closest to, like let's say the ducks, I won't have to go that far over because this row will be completely done. So, yeah. Let me see. Look at that! I did a half-assed job of my corn, but we got the quest done. And plus, I know if I did more, I would probably end up having my corn full or my wheat full. How many of those? Oh, 50. That's nothing. So that's a good amount. See, now I know I'm going all the way over to the cows. It's easier for me, I mean, I guess just like what they say, there's a method to my madness. I just cut it down to a low end from side to side, and then I have a smaller gap. Like, see how big the gap is right there in this area? I try to lessen it. I try to drop it down to a lower amount. And that way, then I could just do it up and down. You know, I've had people see me do this when they visit my farm, and then they kind of do it, but they don't finish because, you know, their method is different. They just, you know, they're there for favor or whatever, and I get it, you know. But on the other side, where I have my crops, you can get a lot of favor pretty fast. And if I really need to get like the milk, you know, for the cheese, I probably would, you know, put some boost on and stuff like that, and go get some for favor. I think this is the last. No. So I'll go down a row with cows, and I finish this last one. Come on, give me a ticket. I should read the notes of what they did. I don't do that often enough. You know, I just kind of discover these things on my own, basically. So my bad if I don't tell you. If I'm not informing you, it's because I don't always read the notes. I don't think. Well, it depends. I did those flowers earlier. Now I have to think about it if I have them or not. We'll have to see. My cows are moving. Okay. Yesterday's quest was crazy. I had one to do the piano, the sculptor, and some other foolish thing. Oh yeah, I had to do a painting, the piano, and the sculptor. I'm like, oh man. Then of course, you know, I'm coming back to the farm that I started it on. I tried doing it on different farms, you know, just to say, oh well, I did it over there. You know, I try to remember doing that. Wow. Wow, no tickets. Damn. I don't see any tickets. My guess is that the workers won't get them. Well, I have 11 tickets. Woohoo. You have to physically be harvesting, by the way. They just won't. They don't appear if you're AFK. If you're AFK and no one's been on your farm, and I mean, I'm assuming that if the person's on your farm while you're AFK, and if they go get the ticket, that would be wonderful. I think the cows are the only things that look right when they're sleeping. Some of these animals literally look like roadkill. I mean, they just, the way they lay, it's like they look like they're roadkill, like they're dead already. I'm like, oh man. See, look at how the goats sit. They sit very nice. But when you look at those llamas and those things, they don't look right. I don't know. Oh, look at them three. Ooh, look at that. All them cows. Now look at that. I got a cow riding on my head. Come on, Mr. Cow. You're interfering with my progress. I want tickets. I wonder if they, I will look. I will look. Like, you know how they say, I need diamonds, I need this, I need that. I wonder if they're gonna, if they have it, I need tickets. I want to see that. Okay, so. Okay. Whoa, thank you. Got another ticket. Okay. We're not doing too bad. I think after I do my cows, I'm going to log off and go get me some lunch. Or a late lunch. Or something. I don't know. I hope everyone is doing well out there. I really do. And enjoying the new stuff. And you know, you can also catch me on YouTube after I put this up, or on any of my videos. And if you see something that you want to question me about or ask, whatever, please, by all means, ask away. If you want to make some comments or suggestions, I'm always up for that. But like if you do have any questions, please, by all means, let me know. If it's something that you're questioning about, or that you'd like me to show more of, I'd be more than happy to do that as well. Tips and tricks, I don't know. They always have those videos. If you know what I'm saying, it's like tips and tricks. Well, I don't even know about the thing that usually you'll see on the YouTube channel. The 10 things I should have done when I first started playing. I can't even think of that, because I think as a new player, basically you got to put down your crops, and you get your animals in the beginning, and so I don't know. Tips are probably the best things in the game. Tricks, I don't know. I think tips and tricks are basically one and the same. But the 10 things I wished I did, I wished I knew, or something like that when I first started my farm. Well, now that we got all this prestige stuff, I would tell you to harvest a lot of trees, especially apples. I'm not kidding when I say that. That would probably be the biggest thing I would tell people, is to plant a lot of trees, apple trees, and they're cheap. And I think the other thing would probably be, and you don't need to do lettuce, you can do the bamboo, because you do get that pretty quickly, because that's all 4 seasons. I think the best things to plant are probably going to be your potato and your corn. Now that sounds like my package is here. Yeah, it does, because he shut the door, he's driving away. Aha, hee hee. And I definitely will go out there and get that package. Okay, and see, I'm going to finish off these cows. I love my lurkers, though. You all know that. And I love my followers. You know, so there's that. And look at that. I got a couple more rows of goats. You know, I'm looking at this name of the fish, and I thought 70. Because you know, first when I saw that it says 74 sea bream, I'm like, what the heck does that mean? I got 74 sea bream. You know, I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not right. That's the name of the fish, not 74. Now, on an interesting note, the small town that I live in right now, um, I guess they do Christmas caroling around here. And, you know, they said no experience necessary, but if you'd like to volunteer to sing Christmas carols, they want to know, they want volunteers. You know, the last time I ever did any Christmas caroling was when I was a kid. And I've never seen anybody do it in my, over the years. I haven't, not really. So, but I am going to go up here to my little house and it is time for me to log off. Because like I said, I want to straighten out my stream. I want to get it right. And I want to get a little bit of lunch in today. But you know, I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. I had fun. I hope you did. And I hope there was some helpful tips for you there. You know, I really do. But I want to say God bless to you all. I really do. And I want to say thank you for being here, especially being here. Just being here, meaning like, you know, you might be watching your TV, you might be watching your phone. I don't care what you're watching this video on, but you know what? I'm glad you're there. Don't give up hope. Have it, keep it. Put it in a little box just for yourself. I always often think about people, you know, sometimes, and we always have these caregivers. It's all they do is they give, and you know, you're on the other people just take. You know what? Stop doing that. Start thinking about yourself and be good to yourself. And no matter what anyone says, you got to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. It's almost like you got to love yourself to love others. You got to like yourself to like others. And I don't know, I guess I'm somewhere in between. Like, I like myself. I do care about myself. Do I love myself? Sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. And that's okay. It's okay. But anyway, I want to say God bless. And my prayers and thoughts are out to all of you. And I want you to all have a blessed day. And thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, Midnight Wolf has followed me. Okay, I can see that. Yay. Thank you, Midnight Wolf. You're blessed. Look at that. I can see people talking over here, but I can't on my screen. Oh, that's horrible. I'm sorry if I can't respond. It's because my thing is being stupid. But anyways, God bless you all. Take care.